All right. Well, welcome to our Total Recall. We're calling it Total Recall. Okay, you guys can we get sued for that?
Why? It's not even the name of the. Well, I suppose I was gonna say it's not even the name of the short story that it's based on, but
We're going to try
that
and
doesn't
call it
matter.
Total Recall. And if we can't, we'll just change total to something clever
Yeah.
or just spell it differently. Like Toe. I don't know.
Total. Yeah. Great.
Total
Total.
Recall.
Total.
All right, welcome to Total Recall, unless we get told we can't use that name and then we'll change it, where we
Don't sue us.
discuss some of the products that have been recalled from containing dangerous amounts of lead. If you didn't know, Paul brought this up in our episode 5, which actually hasn't aired yet probably, but found a list. Can you share with us how you found this gem, and then we'll get into it?
Oh, this. So how did I? What was the impetus? It was.
Well, we were talking about the dinnerware and
Oh
the
yeah.
products
So
that
I just
contain lead.
typed. I'm fascinated by like the the way we're interacting with the Google algorithm. So I love just typing basic words into searches before when I start looking up something, So I'm like, I put in a really basic search of um, like how find lead in house, and the first thing, everything that popped up was stuff about lead in oh no, it was like I remember I had the word recall in this, and it's not like a Boolean algorithm or whatever. Like I don't know what's going on with Google. I don't know enough about.
Did you Google
Oh,
Total Recall?
for Total
Were you,
Recall can be sued.
can I be sued for using the name Total Recall? No.
I,
Okay.
I hope not.
We'll find out. So you were Googling recall, like did you
So
do
I googled
lead recall?
like how to find recall
Oh, okay.
products or something or lead.
This is
Everything
probably
that
from the
popped.
Mattel, right? Because I was talking about
Yes,
Mattel. Okay.
we were talking about about toys and how
Yep.
toys. How as a parent would you know that your child's
Yes.
toy is something that would be recalled? So really simple, broken English sort of lookup. Everything that popped up was stuff about uh, what was it? Cars being recalled.
Mm-hmm.
So like the word recall just flipped a switch in the search engine algorithm where it's like car. Everything is cars.
Yeah.
So the first like page is almost entirely ads. The second page is not ads but Kelly Blue Book and car stuff. And then finally we get to material from the government uh about recalls. And do you have those links though? I don't have them. I have to pull them up.
I think I asked you to drop it into part 2 of episode 5. So I
Okay.
hope it's in there. Um I'm so proud of myself for thinking of Total Recall.
So you should be.
I'm like, okay, this has to be a Patreon exclusive like podcast, Total Recall. And then we can do clips on TikTok. I'll pull some clips and like have some, you know, a, a text at the top that's like, products recalled due based on it or whatever. I'll figure it out. Side note, did you see the video I posted of Ruby with that frickin' Julia Fox voiceover with the
Hmm.
makeup?
No, is it where she turns around?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
It's like gaining traction on Instagram. Like I have all these random people like it. Like I've had it posted for a while and like all these people are starting to like it. It's just really funny because the audio fit way too perfectly with that. Have you seen that clip of Julia Fox talking about her makeup? It's absurd.
I haven't seen that clip.
Oh my God. Just Google uh or even on TikTok, Julia Fox, I did it myself. And it's just because it's like, did you do that yourself? I did. Yeah. Like it's just so absurd. And so yeah, it made me think of Ruby. Not that she's absurd, but
All right, so I've got the recall.gov. Should I share my screen?
yeah.
Okay.
Let's get into these total recalls. Now here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Should we start back or should we start present and go back?
How do you mean?
Like, should we start from when we were children and move our way up? Because we're going to have several segments of this. Clearly, there's going to be probably a lot. Or do we start from present day and like work our way down?
Oh, I mean,
Like, do we start in the 80s?
is that how it was set up? Hold on. So let's search
I
for
think it was by
recalls.
date. I think, oh yeah, check, but I'm pretty sure it was by date. When you started scrolling, it looked like it was going by dates.
Okay, let's
Like it was like March 22, January 2022. Like it just seemed like it was doing it by date. But yeah, please just we'll see once you get to it. I gotta grab my water. I'll be right. I just realized how we can get away with it. I'm over caffeinated today. Total recalls.
Is that something that allows you to do that?
It's not the actual title.
So if I make a product called Twinkies,
Okay, that's
Ford's F1 100, and the zeros are
get
Nikes.
Kia's
Yeah.
Nikes.
You could call it a Kia's Orento.
There you go. It's not the same. It's like vanilla
It's not the
ice.
same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
We'll be the vanilla ices of corporate trademarks. It's not the same.
Outstanding. It's not the same.
The Robert Van Winkles of corporate trademarks.
So still in awe that somehow this is actually a landing page for a website.
So shady.
I really hope that
That-
I'm like, as
that-
people know me, the people who know me, I hope they don't think that I'm like someone who just doles out the shade. But this is
It's
like,
shade-worthy.
how did this get made? This is
The
like
logo for me.
it's either like was made 20 years ago and they just have not updated it, or
I think
like
that's what it is.
it's just glorious.
They got too much data in here to fuck with it. And they're like, let's just cosmetics.
Right.
I know we're gonna find that.
And I'm just reading the fine print down here. This site provides a resource for federal recalls. Please direct questions about specific recalls to appropriate agencies listed above. Again, I don't know what that means. Like,
You're on your own
like
from
you're
here.
on, yeah. We'll help you if you know how.
We're
to
let
get
you
us to
know
help
how
you.
you got poisoned.
Yeah.
We're just not going to help you hold accountable the people who poisoned you.
So I'm not directing anyone to go to this and like spam their inbox. I'm just saying questions about this website can be directed to. I'm just reading the rest of that material. But I just think this is a good, glorious. Please don't do that because we want to just
You're not going to help.
In perpetuity. This should just exist forever as a model, or not a model, but just as a snapshot of.
Wouldn't it be funny if the logo changed
Government
after we talk
aesthetics.
Shit about it?
Well, that logo is just frightening. That seems like.
I'm taking a picture in case they change it.
This is a like a Christian evangelical Christian Republican fever dream of a logo. It's an eagle inside an eagle inside. Oh yeah, eagle inside an eagle wrapped in the flag.
Yeah, it says quote unquote patriotic nationalists. Not really patriotic, but nationalists, as you can tell. Okay.
I think I just hit search for recalls.
Yep.
Or did I hit consumer product? I hit consumer product. I'm gonna hit consumer product.
Think you did?
Yes. Yeah.
Because
then
CPS. I was like, wait, Child Protective Services.
And it's like, oh, okay, I want appliances. Oh, wait, that's not a hot link. There's no link. It's just bullet points. This is okay. Great.
So yeah, you went to CPS recalls.
Yeah. So this is a different page, which I think I had pulled up here. Yeah.
And then, okay, so this is where, oh, interesting. You can export. Okay. We don't want to do that, but,
Yeah, that's a nice feature.
Yeah. Let's go back to, what year were you born?
78.
78?
Mm-hmm.
Should we go back to 78?
From today to 78?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Should I do my birthday?
I think, remember you went up to, yep, there you go. Yeah, do your birthday.
Okay.
Because then it's in our wheelhouse of,
So weird how like the scrolling is not.
I love how
it takes a while to scroll to my birthday now. It's like it doesn't take forever, but it does. It's like, wait, hold on. When did we?
Have you ever seen the comparison to how it feels like doing the wheel in The Price is Right? Like I reached the age where finding my birth year is like doing the Price is Right wheel, and I'm like, oh my god, it is.
Oh, I get another spin? No, that's weird.
Oh, make sure to hit lead. Hazard lead.
Hazard, okay.
And then any category.
Any category manufactured in.
Can we actually just look at those other hazards quick?
Yeah. So this is okay. So this also has a scroll down feature. Chemical burns, smoke inhalation.
Interesting. It's like poisoning, just a blanket.
Other metals.
Poisoning. Is there other heavy metals? I bet that's where that cadmium is, because I don't see that as a specific, which is kind of interesting for how toxic that is.
So there's a lead, but there isn't a cap. That's very astute.
Just other.
A lot of burning and then heat related.
in a ample amount of describers.
Projectile. A lot of burning, scalding, heat related, friction burn, a lot of burns.
And that it's not just burns. So you have heavy metals all wrapped together, but you got 80 kinds of different burns. Oh, wait, maybe it is chemical. Oh, no. It's weird that they just go in alphabetical and then start over again. They must have added some after the fact, maybe. Or maybe it's by industry.
Oh, that is interesting. Yeah.
Oh, cadmium.
Okay. So they.
Interesting.
What is the rhyme? Okay.
I bet it's that they like this.
They started with this.
Old. Yep. And then it's like, oh, we need to add some more.
Paint, poisoning, pinching, physical.
Pinching.
And then they start with this again?
I guess so, yeah. And then
man, this is glorious. Yeah,
Struck by.
SSS. That's a category in OSHA.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to see cadmium in there because I'm curious.
Right. And then we start with some A's again.
Mm-hmm.
Burn, crushing. Yep.
Entanglement.
That's
Allergic
another.
reaction. That's interesting. Ejection, I don't want to see. I'm terrified. All
Oh
right, good.
wow.
Just
I don't even know what that would be. Like,
something that would
so you're
shoot you
going
out
out of
it.
a car?
That's why I'm like, I don't want to look.
Wow. Maybe baby seat? I don't. Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Okay, lead though.
Okay. Lead. Any category, any, but let's
Yeah,
just.
let's do any.
Okay.
Let's just do any.
Manufacturer. Okay. Here we go. Choose your.
I think you just go to apply, right? Or did it just
Oh,
do?
I can't see it because of where you're.
Oh, scroll right where it says manufactured in. It's
So
right to the right. It's like a yellow box.
our faces were not. We're covering it.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna put us.
No results.
Oh wait. Hold on.
No, you did it opposite.
All right, hold on.
From no, you did it. You have to do it from 1978 to 2022. You did the opposite time frame.
I'm gonna.
It has to be from 1978 to present day.
So I'm looking at share the screen thing. I want to make sure that I'm sharing my full screen and not just Google Chrome. So that
Oh, gotcha.
I'm looking
Yeah.
at that real quick.
Okay, cool.
I'm recording, right? Oh, I just recorded. Okay, it's recording. Oh, oh, come on. Okay, sorry. I don't know if that. All right, switchies. From birth date. Oh my God,
In
it's
the
so.
wheel.
Yeah, I just flipped it. I was like, oh, that's enough flipping. Certainly that's enough time. Born on a Thursday.
How far away are you from being a Leo? You're only a couple days away from being a Leo then, aren't you?
I'm right on the cusp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So lead. All right. Apply. Tell it right.
Yep. Here we go. Starting with that Aldi's. March 20. So now should we scroll back? Let's start. Like do the wheel. Let's go all the way back down to 1978. Let's see how many there are.
Try to. Okay. How can we? Well, I guess we could just go all the way
Just
back.
scroll. Yeah.
Last.
Go to last. There you
Great.
go. All right. So
Here we are.
yeah. All right. Let's see.
Oh, all right. This is the last one. Oh my God. What an old timey
Stuffed
sounding
toys,
name.
Knickerbocker.
What is Knickerbocker?
I'm gonna Google it. Knickerbocker stuffed toys. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, there you go.
Well, this will tell us about the product, but
Oh, did it pop into? Oh, good. I'm glad it. See, they were smart enough to do. If you click on a link, it opens another one instead of. I hate when
oh,
people don't have that.
I
Where you
don't
have
think
to
I don't
hit the back button constantly.
I did that intentionally, but let's see. Nope.
Oh, you shouldn't have done. You can do that intentionally.
Yeah, it's right click.
Okay.
Is this no? Oh, are we back
Oh
in?
yeah. See. Okay, we gotta
Okay.
go. I think this is the
Well,
full
that's fine.
one. Hold on. I think you're on the full one again. You have to redo the whole thing.
Oh my God. Oh, do I or can I drop down? No. No. I hate everything about you.
CPS. It was right there.
Yeah, but it's yeah. Okay.
Sorry about that. We'll just. But now we know.
It,
Now we know.
I'm not taking any responsibility for this. This is just
Yeah. But also websites, just click for it to open in a new window. Nobody
new
wants to hit the
window.
back button. Nobody does. Nobody. When I'm updating the website for the gals, I always make sure that things pop in a new window because it's like one of my biggest pet peeves.
Okay.
So it's just while you were looking for that, that I popped open Instagram and there's a tweet from somebody. Happy Mother's Day to the woman who called the cops on me when she didn't find me in my room sleeping in the middle of the night and thought I snuck out of the house. I was downstairs in the kitchen eating cereal and also 22. Lord. Okay, so Knickerbocker Toy Company of Edison, New York, I think that says. Can I move my thing? Oh, I can. Good.
Yeah, it's hard for me to read this
New
because I
Jersey, not New York, New Jersey. They voluntarily recall 500,000 stuffed toys.
yeah.
And this
I
is
don't know what
1970.
yeah. I don't know what the run is for whatever this toy is, but that's a
It's
big
the ink. Let's talk about like, so people think lead and paint,
sure.
but ink. So it was on the toy's name on its sweater. A Curious George. Okay, so anybody buying a vintage Curious George doll? Scooby Doo. It was imported from South Korea. No consumer complaints or injuries have been reported. Probably because people have no fucking clue that it happened. I hate that idea too of like thinking that people are keeping up to date with this stuff on their own.
Are we so old that people were saying per cent?
I think that's a typo.
I mean, that's an old way of saying
Is
it
it?
though, because it's per 100, per cento, like in Spanish.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's
So I guess so. Yeah, we are.
wow. So whoever did this was probably like, because I'm sure this was written
In
whenever,
1978. Yeah.
and then they just copied and pasted it.
Mm-hmm.
So this person, if they were 40,
Mm-hmm.
was born in the 30s and probably is in Congress right now. Um,
So the way they show too how you can identify it by numbers on the tag. So anybody, you know, like we said, our generation loves vintage stuff
oh,
from
sure.
specifically from our childhood. And she's obsessed with Curious George. I would go into a thrift store if there was a Curious George and she wanted to be like, oh yeah, cute, okay, I'll wipe it off with a Clorox wipe when we get home, but then you'll be all good.
Right. And that's what you should. That's
What you should be able to do.
yeah. This
Lord.
is so interesting. Okay, so the toys in question are the monkey, Curious George, so the Easter chick we all know and love, Chick a D.
Puppy. I don't remember Puppy Love.
I don't remember Puppy Love and Scooby Doo. Well,
Well,
do you want to try one? Let's see if we can find. Do you want to find one with a picture?
let's just keep going.
Okay. Exercise. Okay. Crib exercisers recall because of lead hazard.
What's a
Ready?
crib exercise? Like, is that making
Is
your
that the
baby
bunch-
exercise?
Is it the jumpy thing? Like the thing that has the springs and it gets their legs moved. Oh no 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 no!
Oh, you
I
forgot to
hit it.
hit the button.
How do we go back?
Well, let's just go to
damn
it.
Oh. Okay,
Well,
so
I'm gonna look up crib exerciser while you do that. Okay.
awesome.
Exercise is still one of those words where it's like Wednesday where I have to think about it because it doesn't actually make sense. I did not spell. Well, definitely nothing modern because absolutely nothing is popping up. Oh, wait. I'll put 1970s. All right, so what this is telling me is that a crib exerciser is like a toy you put in the crib.
Okay.
But is that something they would have had back? Oh, see, I've never seen open link in new tab. I like it.
Oh, cool.
Oh God, I just saw a wooden toy horse. Talk about a vintage thing that everybody tries to find.
You want me to pull it up?
Oh, well, we can do this other one first. I'm curious about what
crib exercise. Okay. South Hackensack, New Jersey.
Another thing that would be interesting is to see how long these companies have, like, are these companies still around?
Sure.
When did they go out of business?
These baby crib exercises are banned by the CPSC's requirements, which limit the level of lead in paint to 0.06%. The paint on both crib exercises contain 2% lead. Therefore, these crib exercises present a hazard of lead poisoning. Neither the CPSC nor Danara know of any injuries associated with these products.
Don't worry, you can still find them on Etsy and eBay.
That's the crib exercises?
This is one of them. This is Apollo, 1970s Apollo. Oh, wait, it doesn't say crib exerciser though. But they have that here. This one is.
Okay.
That's apparently a vintage crib exerciser. Okay, so 2 crib exercisers on the Winnie the Pooh. Again, you find that you're gonna buy it at a vintage store. And and a Smurfs. Smurfs were around that long ago. I don't know why I thought Smurfs were 80s. Interesting.
It's on the cut, yeah.
So, consumers should remove these products from use immediately and discard them. Okay, thanks. This random ass website. Whereas, like, you know what I mean? Like with vintage stores, that's another thing. Like, I'm sorry, but there should be a separate room. Like, vintage stores should have to have a separate room of like these products contain dangerous hazardous materials if they're allowed to sell them. It shouldn't be able to be just like, you know, thrown in there.
I wonder what that's like. I know some people who work for the Sally. I'm gonna ask them about
I would love if you
their
could.
lead policies.
Yeah, if there are any.
Yeah, all right. You want to try
Wooden
another
toy
one?
horse. I would
Oh,
love
Winter.
wooden
Okay.
toy because clearly that is something. Oh, and then this is not, so we went from, okay, that's another thing.
Yeah.
It goes from 1978 to 1985 to 1986. I guarantee you there are plenty of products in between that fucking time that had hazardous amounts of lead. So then it's like,
Wow.
okay, how do these get these are only people complaining. Do you know what I mean? Like there's no way.
So no one in
Consumer products.
1993 or 1983 used lead. Great.
Nope, nobody from 1978 to 1985.
So this is proof that it can be done because clearly it wasn't done. I mean, obviously, right?
Even
All
though,
right.
like, yeah, it was still legal with other stuff.
All right. Wooden horse. No picture.
And that's enough. You know, they have pictures of this shit. They didn't feel like updating it.
Can we Google it?
Well, if I guarantee you, if you put the name,
Okay.
Woodworks. Yeah, Woodworks lace up horse, item number 203. There is a crib on here for $25,000. I went to shopping to try and find it, and there's a crib, a $25,000 crib that looks like a freaking hammock.
Oh my God.
Just
That's obviously
so stupid.
I gotta run to the bathroom real quick.
Okay,
Right
I'm gonna look up this horse quick. Woodworks lace up horse. 19. Oh, I think I found it. No. Vintage.
What an entrance. Jeez.
I couldn't find this thing on there, so maybe it, but again, like, this is also made in Taiwan. High gloss lacquer finish. So it's just this idea that, yes, these things are recalled, but there's no way to know that unless they actually, like, we're like, okay, we manufactured 5,678 and we got 5,678 back, you know? Consumers should stop bloody, discard it, or return it to the retailer where they purchased it for a full refund. Retailers should remove the Woodworks lace-up horses from sale immediately and return them to Reeves International Incorporated. So I'm just gonna Google quick.
Yeah.
Reeves International. Well, Reeves International Incorporated. Yep, they're still open in New Jersey. BriarHorses.com. So they like specifically focus, it looks like, on horse lover toys. So it says horse lovers on it. It was founded by my father, Swiss entrepreneur Werner Fleischmann, in 1946, when he recognized lead was really great to use in products.
What?
Well, so it's interesting. So there's Reeves International Incorporated, right?
Okay.
But their products go by Breyer Horses.
What is that? What does that mean? I feel like I've heard that term.
I don't know. There's BreyerHorses.com, and that's their actual, or Breyer, I guess. And then Breyer's a famous.
Is that a kind of horse?
manufacturer.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah,
I honestly
have a lot of products. They're still making stuff. Be interesting to know if they have any other products on here as we scroll. But yeah, that's it's pretty interesting.
I am sort of amazed right now that, like, just with this quick Google search and reading through this document, I do not know what a lace-up horse is.
I know, I just Googled it. I can't find it.
It's clearly a term.
Well, let's do some research on it. Maybe we can find it. But I just looked, and I'm just assuming one of those, you know, like these kind of horses that.
Why would they call it a lace-up horse? Do you tie your kid down to it? I don't.
Maybe. All right, let's do one more.
Okay.
All right, so there's a good amount from 1986 here.
Oh no, I pressed it.
Ah, well, that's fine. This is the last one we're doing.
It's the last one. Okay.
And then we'll start back after this.
We're still not in pictures.
Play brooms.
Play brooms. Okay. So this is toy broom.
Help your kids help you clean, get poisoned at the same time.
Just give them a real broom.
Logo is just absurd. And I'm sorry, I don't believe that they don't have images of this somewhere. I don't believe they couldn't have paid somebody for an extra 15 minutes to Google this. And
yeah, or, well, okay, so here's a question. Did this organization, or whatever the equivalent was at the time, I suppose I'm assuming that, okay, so this release is from 86. For release, and then they'll mention the CPSC. Yep. So we can tell by this document that this organization existed. So are you saying that no one at the CPSC took a Polaroid of the broom?
Yeah.
Like, they must have it somewhere.
Or the company didn't take a picture of it for marketing or advertising. Right. They have pictures.
It's not in the file. Yeah, it's in the file.
Yeah. So it's the handles contain an excess of lead. So you know what that
Oh
was.
my God.
Since 1960, Come Play has imported 100,000 of these brooms from Hungary and sold them nationwide. So they were doing this since 1960 and they didn't recall until 1986. So 26 years.
So they've had the same. We still have this, right? The .06 in products. I feel like that 0.6 is something that's popped up quite a bit. Or
Really?
that's in the blood. That's in our.
Yeah, and I think that's different now.
Okay.
But again, it's all those numbers are different. Like I said, some say milliliters, some say micrograms. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Oh, and this is
milliliters and micrograms.
So this is a percentage. So this would be not even just.
Or milligrams and micrograms, sorry. Yeah, that's just the percentage.
So who
part,
knows how much lead is
how
actually
much
in
is,
it?
yeah, how much you actually ingest. And so on the handle, the word, okay, so if you're in a vintage store, on the handle, the word hungry is stamped in gold colored letters.
Oh, I'm sure that's still there.
And this does not apply to the brooms with plastic handles and plastic bristles. That's your own separate kind of poisonous. This doesn't apply to that. Ignore the plastics though.
You got to go to the chemical burn section for that.
Oh my God. Okay, so they've know of one incident involving a child who ingested the broom's handle, but were unable to conclusively attribute the child's elevated lead to it. So again, this is only because somebody, and I like the like there's no way somebody.
Oh, it's lawyer talk.
They're not just recalling these products on good faith. Like, oh, we discovered after the fact that no. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I shouldn't say for a certain.
Well, there's the famous Fight Club discussion of the I'm not like a Fight Club devotee. Those people really scare me actually.
There's people like well, I can see that. Never mind. I don't even.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. It's toxic masculine. It's
absolutely.
Really gross.
Yeah.
But
is it during the soap?
It exposes the logic of the recall where they're saying they will take an actuarial table and it says, oh, well, clearly we will lose more money if we let all of these people die.
I forgot because that's defect. What Ed Norton does.
That's what Ed Norton does. Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
So so you lose more money if you let the product go to market as opposed to just paying off the people and the families of the people that die because of the defect, the product defect. So if that equation ends up being a +1 on the side of recall of the money you'd save.
Total recalls.
You totally recall it, yeah.
On the total recall.
The third arm and all.
Well, we clearly have more of these to get to. I'll remember that we left off on there. Oh, wait, let's see here too. The Commission and Come Play Products Company urge, oh, shoot, my battery is running low. Hold on one second. Okay, again, this is from 1986. The Commission and Come Play Products Company urge teachers and parents to remove these brooms from use immediately and either discard them or return them. Retailers should remove the brooms from their shelves or return them to Come Play Products. So, okay, this is the same one we were just looking, or no, it's not, I'm sorry. Come Play Products Company. Let me just quick look those guys up too before I just like seeing how many of these people are still in.
Yeah, and it'd be interesting to see. So this is the publicly released document for, just for mass consumption. It'd be interesting to see a contemporary, or like for this statement. It'd be interesting to see if there was a retailer like what should the retailer do? So if I just bring
Yeah,
in this product that's toxic to the Kmart,
I'm assuming they
who
ship it them back to come play, and then what do they
but
do with it?
how does that retailer handle that
Like we were
material? Is it
going
like,
back to
oh, it's
John
no big
Oliver.
deal? Yeah, it's
Do
no
you
big
dispose
deal.
of it correctly?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you
Mm-hmm.
just throwing it in the dump and then it's getting into the soil and then that
Right.
soil is getting blown over to the next city? And yeah, this company's still around, but they've changed theirs to blow molded. It says, come play with me
Oh, sure.
products, blow molded.
That's a good name for
It's
what
a,
they do. I understand. I
it
really
closed
want
in
to.
2001.
Well, I really want a T-shirt of the molded because they're doing injection molding.
So this is okay. So following their closure in 2001, some of their negative molds were purchased by Blinky products. So then that's another thing. It's like some of this stuff is getting purchased by other.
Right.
Oh, interesting. And they do these toxic plastic Halloween stuff.
Did you is that on a recall or is
No, this is just for sale stuff
okay?
from
Oh,
Blow Molded.
I, it lets
Blowing
you
my
know what
mind.
they do. I know what you're saying. I understand. It's a funny name, but it's I'm
I
sure it's
get
a
it.
good name in their industry.
In their industry.
Well, that's who they're selling. I don't know. I know what you're saying.
Blow Molded.
And I seriously want a T-shirt for Blow Molded.
Let's see if they maybe they have them. I mean, the
Yeah,
logo is like this, like somebody took the time to
yeah,
really,
that's thought out. Yeah,
yeah, it's thought
yeah.
out.
They didn't just go to like I don't know Papyrus or Wingdings and type something out quick in Times New Roman.
They
They
really,
paid money for they paid top dollar for that.
yeah. Ugh. All right. Well, tune in next time for our Patreon exclusive Total Recalls.
Grr.
It's not the same. It's not the
It's not the
same.
same.
It's not the same. Or we'll dive into some more of this vintage and eventually, we'll get back to modern day stuff. But like I said, I think with our generation and our obsession with all things vintage and for the people, like I said, who are having kids and it's this, there's a part of our sector of our society that, loves the nostalgia. Be weary. Because even though this stuff was recalled, there's no saying that it's not. And again, these are only the known products. Like if you're buying vintage toys from this era, it's probably just a good idea. Like I think my mom even said this about my Barbies and my She-Ra and my He-Man. She's like, do we know that those don't have lead in them? And I'm like, no. I mean, thank God she's not putting it in her mouth, but because she's too old for that now. But no,
That's what
like
kids do.
that's what kids
Yeah.
do. So yeah, I really want to get one of those, but like you said, I don't want to have to cut through.
How would that work? How would that work? Oh, let me see. Oh, you love this thing? Oh, you're really connecting with this thing? It
Yeah,
looks like this is like something you'd play with for hours and hours. I'm just gonna scroll on this doll's face and
yeah.
rub this
Because
chemical
I'm
on
sure
it
it's
vigorously.
Mattel. I'm sure and talking go back that recall was 2007, I
Hmm.
think that we did. So I should just Google it and just see. But anyways, yeah, tune in for our next episode of Total
Wait,
Recalls.
wait, 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 wait. One last
Oh,
thought.
yes.
What if Total Recall we had a silent P, like a pterodactyl, a pterodactyl? Does that make sense?
No.
You spell pterodactyl with a P. It's
Okay.
PT,
You
a
you
dactyl.
are catering to a very small sector of society who even knows how to spell pterodactyl.
I'm just saying.
Okay. We'll think
The
about
P is
this some more.
silent.
Okay. Where would you put the P?
In front of the T, like pterodactyl.
Yeah, nobody's gonna get that.
I think everyone would get that. It's the silent P.
All right. Maybe we can have a poll. and then we'll see. All right.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm excited to get more into these though, because that's some sponkers.
Awesome.
But yeah, so and for some reason, if you do have time this week, let me know for episode 6. If not, we'll just record it next week because we're still 2 ahead.
Awesome.
Or 3 ahead. 2 ahead. 2 ahead. Okay. Alrighty. Well, thank you. And we will see you guys next week.
Sweet.
Or not maybe next week, but whenever we get to this again. I'm stopping.